If you're wondering why no one is sitting on my lap or telling me what they want for Christmas, it's definitely not because I made the height requirement so low that no one fits, and now I can sit here and play moto games instead. Whoa! Don't bring...
I've been staring at this blank page for hours. I don't know why I feel compelled to write it all down. It's not like anyone will believe me. Hell, I wouldn't believe me. Trauma-induced delusions, survivor's guilt, that's what they'll call it. Whatever cute little label they slap on this madness, it doesn't matter. I know what I saw, and I know it wasn't just in my head. I worked aboard the Coldwater Marlin for 5 seasons. 5 miserable winters, hauling nets in the North Atlantic. I played...
This happened when I was around 17 years old.
Creepypasta! Let's go!
At 17, I felt lost in the world and stuck in a job I disliked, surrounded by co-workers who didn't like me. A lot of it had to do with my accent. I spoke more formally, which made them think I was a rich kid. It all started one Friday after work. The factory I worked at had half days on Fridays, and I would often spend the rest of the day wandering around the city.
Oh shit, why'd I do that?
That day had been particularly rough, with relentless mocking from my colleagues, and I was reaching my breaking point. Desperate for a change, I decided to look for a new job. I visited the police recruitment center, the Army, Navy, Air Force centers, and even the International Red Cross. I just wanted to escape. After a few hours, I had a bag full of career pamphlets, but still no real direction. That's when I turned a corner and
when I was around 8 years old.
Free personality test. Are you curious about yourself? Come in. Above it, the building had a large sign that read, The Church of Scientology. Now, before I continue, yes, I already knew about Scientology. I'd heard the horror stories and the controversies, but I was morbidly curious. Plus, Tom Cruise was my favorite actor, and he seemed to have his life figured out. Famous last words, right? So I went inside. I was immediately greeted by a very kind woman who asked how I was and what she could do for me. I told her I was interested in learning more about the church and the personality test. She smiled and said, I'd be happy to help. Please have a seat, and I'll get someone for you. A minute later, I was introduced to an older man named Alan, who was the head of the city's Scientology Center. Alan took me to a small private room where we could talk. I immediately noticed the large portrait of L. Ron Hubbard on the wall. We sat down, and honestly, it started out as a genuinely nice conversation. I told him how unhappy I was with my life, about the trouble at work and how I wanted to get away from everything. He seemed concerned and like he really wanted to help. After a while, I agreed to take the personality test. He gave me the test and told me to hand it in at reception when I was done. 2 hours later, yes, 2 hours, I finally finished the test. It was 500 questions long, asking about everything under the sun. I handed the test to the receptionist, who told me it would take some time to process. In the meantime, Alan had asked her to take me to their private cinema and show me a film. I was expecting a small room with a TV, but no, they actually had a full-on cinema that seated around 50 people, with a large screen at the front.
We're gonna join a call, see what he's doing. And plus, we're gonna probably, I don't know, maybe, is he home right now? Actually. Depending on his answer, I'll call. Because if he's with his kids, I'm not gonna go bother him, you know. See.
It felt strange being the only person in there, but I figured not many people could say they'd had this experience. The film they showed me was about 30 minutes long. It talked about strange feelings you might have, like self-doubt or insecurity, with some pretty mediocre acting to illustrate the points. I remember one part about how an event from when your mother was pregnant with you could negatively affect your life. For example, if she got sick on a flight, you might develop a fear of flying. Another part mentioned how something as simple as a rotten egg could deeply impact you. As strange as it sounds, some of it actually made sense to me at the time. When the film ended, I was taken back to Alan's office where he had my test results. He told me I was extremely depressed, unmotivated, lacked cognitive thinking, and was essentially wasting my talent. I felt crushed, but Alan reassured me that he could help. He handed me 4 books and a DVD, telling me to read and watch everything before attending a course he had signed me up for. I was confused. I hadn't agreed to any course, but he insisted that without it, my life would spiral out of control. I ended up paying a significant amount of money for this course, which was scheduled to take place in a month. That weekend, I locked myself in my room and did nothing but read the books and watch the DVD on repeat. By the next week, I had started taking notes about myself and my family. I emailed Alan constantly with questions and concerns. I started to resent my mother, thinking she was the cause of all my problems. Alan encouraged this, even suggesting I consider disconnecting from her. I took his words seriously. A week before the course, I had developed a kind of God complex. The books had convinced me of my potential, and I began to see everyone around me, especially my family, as beneath me. I became spiteful and mean-spirited. Just days before the course, my parents confronted me. They had searched my room and found the Scientology books and DVD. I was outraged. I screamed at them, said horrible things, and told them I was planning to leave them for good. We argued for hours, but eventually they convinced me that Scientology was dangerous. They reminded me that if I was miserable at work, I should have told them. I can't believe I didn't. That night, after things had calmed down, my parents comforted me. Despite everything I had said and done, they still cared for me. The next day, I emailed Alan to tell him I wouldn't be coming back to the church. He responded almost immediately, asking if my family had pressured me and urging me to reconsider. Over the next few weeks, he sent increasingly disturbing emails, including one where he implied that if I didn't come back, he wouldn't be surprised to hear I had died by suicide. He even sent an email written entirely in binary code, which, when I translated it, made no sense. I eventually blocked him, but the emails haven't stopped. 2 or 3 times a year, I get messages from the church asking how I'm doing or about my family. I block each new address, but they always find a way to reach out again. The reason I'm writing this is because I just received another email from them the other day, and I want to warn others. Please don't go to a Church of Scientology center. If they can turn someone like me into a hateful person in a matter of hours, imagine what they could do in months or years. If you're feeling lost, sad, or upset, please talk to your family, friends, or a doctor. Don't let someone else turn you into a monster. I'm happy and confident now, but it took time and support to get here. Thank you for reading and have a great day. Oh, and Alan, if you're reading this, you made me into a monster. So for your sake, let's not meet again. "9 years ago, I met a person that, to this day,
This is gonna suck because I don't need any bones right now. My clicks have been off, so oh shit. The fuck is that bullshit? Oh, he's slightly too far. Oops. Ooh. I realized League of Legends Clash is about to start soon. We leave no XP. Why are you running up into melee fucking range? What the hell? I think I might just choose that bond, honestly. I really don't want to have to keep competing for fucking hill giants when I can just go to a members world and train. I don't think he'll move. Yo, I thought that was me that just died. Oh my god. Why do you go there? I hope he picks this hill giant up right here. And he didn't. Hill Giant's kind of hurt. I mean, I probably should have been collecting. Hey, let's fucking go. First key drop. You the level 1. Went through 100 arrows already almost. I didn't know that his fucking max hit was a 28. Like, that's more than my HP bar. Where is my vape? What the fuck? Maybe it's downstairs. Ah, got it. Ooh, what's this? Do I want to do it? No, I don't. But what's that? Fuck all that. Yeah, that's funny. The fuck all that? I wish I can listen to music. I'll be right back. No, I don't have a Clash team. Alright, I need to start inviting more people. I don't think we're going to be getting a team today, sadly. Yes, you take my bones, you scrub. kind of want to play some Ark too. No, you're too close. This is a way better safe spot actually. I don't think this one can hit me, but it looks like it can. Yo, it's mine.
This was me, struggling to keep up with posting consistently on YouTube and getting less views than normal until I found Spotter Studio. Spotter Studio is an AI software built to help you.
Oh, let's watch this.
A promising young man with a bright future.
So chat. Yo, there's been so much that happened with this. I can't give it all the update. Let's watch this real quick. Here we go. So, by the way, this guy's been caught. If you don't know,
They caught him at
Oh,
McDonald's eating a hash brown. What's his name? Luigi Mangione. Hash brown. He put his mask down to fucking eat a hash brown. That's how he got caught. Supposedly a worker at the McDonald's made the call. That the police officer came, and when they found him, they even asked for his ID. He gave the fake ID that supposedly checked into the hostel with. He had a backpack with him that had a gun with a silencer. He had a notebook that had what they call a manifesto, which is like a long essay of him literally just saying, "Well, I acted alone. I did this because A, B, C, and D." Now, interestingly enough, when they dragged him to court, like there was like this video that popped up where like, you know, he was basically shouting out some shit. Look.
Just about an hour ago, I was there inside that courthouse watching as Louis, through the duration, made the cake service.
So he started shouting out. Look, here he is.
We are seeing plenty of media curious. Let's dive into these comments. A request that you made, though, about...
So, this is what happened when he showed up. They bring him out the other side. You know the media is there.
Excuse me.
Dude.
And completely out of touch. As an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
So he started shouting on all that type of shit. They asked him about the outburst. Now apparently, you know, his defense attorney doing interviews. The dude is trying to act like shit was planted on him. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, yo, bro, let me tell you this, nigga. You see these thick ass eyebrows you got, nigga? Nigga, it could have been only 2 suspects in the whole United States, my nigga. Actually 3. After we seen the eyebrows on the suspect pictures from New York, it could have only been 3 people. You, Anthony Davis, or Elmo, my nigga. I'm gonna keep it a beam. Don't Elmo got some thick ass eyebrows? Elmo tripping. Elmo. No, that's not Elmo.
I could be playing, bro.
Street cartoon, like some thick ass eyebrows. Who am I thinking of?
He's thinking of the green guy. Count? No, not Count.
Niggas. It's not Elmo, nigga. It's one of them. They got thick ass eyebrows. Who is it? Who is it? Bro,
Big Bird, maybe?
It's Grover?
I thought it was Count Dracula or some shit.
No, who is it? Bert. It's Bert, that motherfucker.
Oh, it's Bert.
Bert, yes. Nigga, the picture
Yeah.
you saw? Anthony Davis?
Yo, I keep playing. Yo, that's fucked.
It's either you, Anthony Davis, or fucking Bert from Sesame Street, nigga. Like, nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. Stop fucking playing with me. Them fucking eyebrows, we can
Oh
see
my
a
god, I am
mile
doing
away,
so
nigga.
bad here.
If you were really
I need to
trying
stand
get away
here, I
with this
think.
crime, you would have shaved your eyebrows, gang. Stop playing, bruh. Stop the fucking playing. Stop the blood clot crime. Stop playing, nigga. You knew them eyebrows was gonna give you away. Stop playing. So anyway,
Stop the blood
this whole
clot.
thing saying, oh no, they mean, get out of here, nigga. Once I seen them eyebrows, I said there's 3 suspects. Luigi Mangione, Bert from motherfucking Sesame Street, or Anthony Davis from the goddamn LA Lakers.
Attorney for Luigi Mangione. And Thomas, I appreciate your time. And obviously you're dealing with this, your other cases as well in court today. The NYPD commissioner tonight is announcing that the gun that your client had on him when he was arrested in Pennsylvania at that McDonald's, they are saying that specific gun matches the 3 shell casings at the scene of the murder in New York. What's your response to that from the New York NYPD commissioner tonight?
Yes, Aaron, thank you for having me, first of all. Aaron, I still haven't seen that evidence. Lawyers need to see evidence. Those saying you have something and getting that admitted into court are two different things. In fact, so what we're talking about is fingerprint evidence and some ballistics. Those two sciences in and of themselves have come under some criticism in the past relative to their credibility, their truthfulness, their accuracy, however you want to do it. So that's why, as lawyers, we need to see it. We need to see how do they collect it, how much of it matches. I don't want to get too technical, but fingerprints, they go by ridges, different things like that. And then we would have our experts. We would have experts.
Bro, stop the fucking line, man. Yo, Luigi, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, bro. I'm losing a little bit of respect for you because when you do crash out shit like that, I know you're trying to be smart, this and third, but I ain't expect you to be a pussy. Don't do that shit in Times Square, have a manifesto, be doing all this shit, and then when you get caught, you like, it ain't me. Somebody, nigga, stand on it, nigga. You was trying to go down as a martyr, nigga. Like, walk in court and be a man. Accept responsibility. Or you should have smoked yourself in the fucking restaurant when the cops came in. Like, you want to be a martyr, be a martyr. Don't be a bitch-ass martyr now that you eating jail food, nigga. Now, he did have, and the reason why I can't respect what the nigga doing now, the boy had a whole, you had what niggas have when they expect to die. A manifesto is because you expect not to make it, but you want your message to be sent on type shit. Now, this is the manifesto that supposedly, here we go.
I think part of what's so heartbreaking is knowing the potential he had.
It's being reported that the man accused of shooting a healthcare insurance CEO in the back in the middle of Midtown Manhattan had said, quote, "It had to be done." His apparent writings have been released, and it is giving us some insight into Luigi Mangione's possible motive for this targeted attack as he appears in court for the first time. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. With my all-flat rockers about whether it could be a shooting scooter inside the location, because after all, talking about this, he looked eerily similar to surveillance photos that were released by the NYPD after the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. And when police responded to that McDonald's, they ended up arresting Mangione on several charges unrelated to the shooting, by the way, because apparently he had a ghost gun in his possession as well as a fake ID. He appeared in court for the first time on Tuesday where he was denied bail, and we'll get a little bit more into that in a moment, but I want to talk about this reported handwritten note, or manifesto as it's being labeled. You see, Brian Thompson was killed 1 week ago on December 4th at around 6:45 a.m. as he walked to the Hilton Hotel for an investors conference. And surveillance footage shows this masked and hooded man lying in wait for Thompson and then approaching from behind.
No! Okay.
And ever since news about the shooting started,
Let's fucking go, mate. We got a fucking team. Alright, guys, we're gonna be switching over to Clash in a bit.
Now, police say Thompson was targeted, and not long after that, his wife apparently told NBC News that she knew he had gotten some threats, but really there were not more details about that. And security experts have said, look, it's not uncommon for CEOs at major healthcare companies to get threats. It's a separate question of why he didn't have security with him, and we've been trying to figure that out. And especially since at the scene, and this was really bizarre, authorities recovered bullet casings with the words deny, defend, and depose on them. Words that are eerily similar to the 2010 book Delay, Deny, Defend, Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims of What You Can Do About It. And this is important because it points to a possible motive. Now, of course, motive is not an element of the crime when you're talking about the fact that he's been charged with murder in New York, but it definitely helps tell a story for a jury, for all of us, as part of the investigation. Understanding the why is incredibly, incredibly important. Now, authorities say that when they arrested Mangione in Pennsylvania, he had this handwritten manifesto, this writings, in his possession. And it specifically addressed grievances with the U.S. healthcare system. Now, an independent journalist named Ken Klippenstein released this manifesto, which was later confirmed to be the actual writings of Mangione by law enforcement. They confirmed it. This is according to outlets like TMZ and Newsweek. Now, Klippenstein titled it Exclusive Luigi's Manifesto with the subheadline, Read the Manifesto the Media Refused to Publish. Now, Klippenstein says in the post that this is the real one, not the forgery circulating online. Now, to be clear, there are parts of this handwritten manifesto that are ineligible, they're kind of hard to make out. This is according to Klippenstein, but we want to go through this document, and it says the following. To the feds, I'll keep this short, because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial. Some elementary social engineering, basic CAD, a lot of patience. The spiral notebook, if present, has some straggling notes and to-do lists that illuminate the gist of it. My tech is pretty locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info there. I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. A reminder, the U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly number 42 in life expectancy. United is the largest company in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, Walmart. It has grown and grown, but has our life expectancy? No. The reality is, these, and the word is kind of indecipherable there, have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space, and frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. And many have illuminated the corruption and greed, example, Rosenthal Moore, decades ago, and the problems simply remain. It is not an issue of awareness at this point, but clearly power games at play. Evidently, I am the first to face it with such brutal honesty. So essentially, this could be interpreted as an admission. It could potentially be used against him at trial. We actually dedicated a whole sidebar episode with Professor of Law Jules Epstein going over all the evidence in this case, particularly these writings, their potential value and admissibility at trial. So I encourage everybody to check that out. But it is interesting to note that he says he acted alone, which was a central question we all had before his arrest. Questions about how...
I'm going to be honest with you. Him saying he acted alone makes me feel like he didn't act alone. It's one of those things where I think he's just being like a... I don't want to call it a real nigga, but I think he's just trying to say, blame it all on me. But I do believe he had some help. How the hell did he know the actual schedule? Maybe he knew the time when the conference was. How do you know where the person was staying? Like again, if I'm going to a place, like, how do you know how do you know that he's going to be alone? I don't know, man. Now, some people might be like, well, you know, sometimes they go to these conferences and they'll tell people to book this hotel because they'll have a bunch of rooms already reserved or whatever. But it's like, I feel like he, you know, I'm not saying he had people there with him on the ground, but maybe some people gave him some information and some tips that probably aided his, you know, research and background research into figuring all this out, right?
Just a seemingly random member of the public might have had information about Thompson, where he was going, when he was going at that exact moment. Yes, we knew there was an investors conference, but how exactly he knew he'd be walking on that street at that time.
Yo, you just think this is right, guaranteed. That's exactly what I said.
And also there was this question about, was it a contract loan? Was it a professional hit? He is saying he acted alone. So taking it as true, that's a definitely big insight that we wanted to have. By the way, considering the stories that we cover, we are very big here at Sidebar Law and Crime with self-protection. And with that in mind, did you know that apparently just CNN also reports that the writer mused that it couldn't get any better than to, quote, kill the CEO at his own bean counting conference, seemingly in reference to the fact that Thompson was on his way to the company's annual investors conference when he was killed. By the way, talking bombs, it's being reported that there was one section by CNN, where he talks about Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Now, that might not be entirely surprising because according to his social media activity, more specifically this Goodreads account that has been reportedly linked to him, which has since been made private, it reportedly revealed that he had recently read and rated a manifesto written by Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, titled Industrial Society and Its Future. In that review, he praises the manifesto, saying, clearly written by a mathematics prodigy, it's simply impossible to ignore how prescient many of his predictions about modern society turned out. There's also this internal police report that was obtained by the New York Times that also gives us a little more insight into this as well, because according to the Times, Mangione appeared to view the targeted killing of the company's highest-ranking representative as a symbolic takedown and a direct challenge to its alleged corruption and power games, and that he vows himself as a hero of sorts, who has finally decided to act upon such injustice.
I've killed 140.
Because Mangione faced a Pennsylvania judge at the Warren County Courthouse on Tuesday.
How do I go to my loot
And as he
tracker?
was taken out of a police car to be led inside the courthouse, he turns to reporters and appears to shout, "This is completely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people."
It's completely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
Not really sure what that was about.
Yo, Luigi Mangione, man, you gotta get you a phone in jail like Taxstone, man. You know, you can tell us what you think then, bro. Don't be doing that, bro. Just get a phone like Taxstone and communicate with us that way. You can get on Twitter, just like how he on Twitter. You can tweet to us whatever you got going on. Feel me?
Been referenced to, but you know what's also weird? Cameras weren't allowed inside the courthouse, but our very own Sierra Gillespie was there. And she told us yesterday during her live feed that when she was in that courtroom, Mangione seemed to want to say something in open court, or was trying to say something, but was shot down by his lawyer. And speaking of that, by the way, during that quick hearing, it was revealed that Mangione plans to challenge the extradition from Pennsylvania to New York, where he is going to be facing a second-degree murder charge as well as weapon possession and forgery charges. Thomas Dickey, Mangione's attorney, says he wants a hearing on the extradition issue, and the judge ordered both sides to work on this, to work on some motions. There's also going to be an effort, I believe, by the New York Governor, Kathy Hochul, to file the appropriate paperwork so that Mangione can be extradited back to New York. Dickey actually spoke on Good Morning America on Wednesday morning and said, "I have not been made aware of any evidence that links the gun that was found on his person to the crime. So these are things that we're looking to see." The problem is that CNN reported later on in the day after his GMA appearance that law enforcement officials say fingerprints from the crime scene are now a positive match to Mangione. If that is true, that is a major piece of evidence in this case, because as CNN notes, this is the first big forensic link between Mangione and the shooting. Now, before this happened, when questioned by reporters outside of the courthouse yesterday, Dickey reminded everyone that Mangione, like every other defendant, is innocent until proven guilty.
If you're an American, you believe in the American criminal justice system, you have to presume him to be innocent. And none of us would want anything other than for us in those shoes. And so I'm glad he has some support.
A lot of just said a moment ago that that's what lawyers do when telling their clients to be quiet. What do you mean by that?
No, I mean, because I'm going to do all the talking. You know, you have the right to remain silent, and I believe in that right. We did not waive extradition. We're contesting extradition. We're going to fight this along the rules and with the constitutional protections that my client has, and that's what we're going to do.
So for now, Mangione was denied bail. He's going to be staying in a Pennsylvania jail, and his attorney said he is pleading not guilty to the forgery and gun charges that he faces in Pennsylvania, and that he doesn't have enough in.
I think part of what's so heartbreaking is
Man, that nigga did it, man. I think he was trying to kill a couple more CEOs. I think he thought that they wouldn't piece together things like they did that quickly. But he has to realize, you pulled out a silencer, a gun with a silencer. It looked like a contract killing of a CEO. The feds got involved. The feds assisted New York in a huge task force. He probably thought if he had killed like a random person, he would have been way out the winds before they could even catch up with him. This was a big operation. They were going to catch up with him rather quickly. And that's exactly why I think he was caught where he was caught at. I think he was trying to lay low, but they caught him, and I do think that he was going to murder again. I think the reason why he had a manifesto is because he was going to murder again and murder again. He was going to go at other CEOs of health insurance companies because that was his gripe. Apparently, he had a debilitating injury that gave him back pain, and he had some drama with some insurance companies, even though supposedly we heard that like either his grandparents also died in the years before, which we don't know if that's related to anything of that. But I do believe he was going to do a couple of murders, and I don't know if he was trying to plan to get murdered by a cop, or if maybe he was thinking, if I've completed what I wanted to do, I'll just commit suicide. But if you ask me, he has, from what they've researched, he doesn't have any type of link to that one particular CEO that would make him only want to kill that CEO. He had an issue with the entire industry of healthcare, right? And health insurance companies. So I do believe he was going to kill again. And I think, the broad scope of the investigation that they carried out with some of the people involved got him caught up already. That's it. Anyway, chat, have y'all seen this?
Unlock a new world of efficiency with Asana. Automate workflows so your team can have less follow-up and more follow-through. Try for free today at asana.com.
I actually think that it's over for Ubisoft. Silence your critics. I do. I think it might actually be over. Everybody said I was crazy when I said it was going to happen on Twitter. They said I was delusional. Lie to your fans. Double down on poor decisions. Ignore feedback. What's that? Oh, this? This is a big bag of feedback? We don't need that. Isn't that Chipotle? Virtue signal from your C-suite office. That is the Ubisoft plan for success. That's to get them right back on track. I am floored. I can't believe it. Everything that they've done, every action they've taken, everything that they have said has only dug their grave even deeper. At this point, they're just diving in, and honestly, I don't even really blame them. The company is being run so badly that it makes me believe that there's some sort of, there was an idea, a conspiracy, that the family that owns a lot of the shares of the company is intentionally tanking it so they can buy back more of the shares at a lower price. And it's so bad that it does make me believe maybe that's what's happened. How do you make this many mistakes in a row? I had hoped that after all of the bad press surrounding Ubisoft, with the failed launch of Star Wars Outlaws, them pushing back Assassin's Creed Shadows. Well, according to the press, Star Wars Outlaws was amazing. That they would try to figure out ways to be able to trend in the right direction. And then I thought to myself, why would they do that? I mean, come on. Now we have industry analysts that are predicting that Ubisoft is going to go private and then sell off their biggest IPs. And to be honest with you, they're probably not very far off. A lot has happened with Ubisoft since we last talked about them. And at this point, their graceless downfall has turned into nothing but pure cinema. The reason why a lot of people are happy to see Ubisoft failing is because Ubisoft represents the rot that's been in gaming for years, and seeing them take it.
Ooh,
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
You don't know Monday.com? This is Monday.com. It's a platform that helps us run our work, collaborate with other departments, understand our business, and
Alright, good evening folks, it's Enforcer Matt and welcome back to another short war video, and today we have very big news coming out of Russia, Ukraine, and also the Middle East. But by far our biggest news of the day is we're currently hearing that 2 decrepit Russian oil vessels have sunk in the Black Sea and dispersed oil pretty much everywhere, and right now there's a major rescue operation underway to try to rescue the sailors off those vessels, and right now it is chaos in the Black Sea as these vessels have sunk, and that is a very big incident ongoing as we speak. We're also hearing that Ukraine launched a massive drone attack on Chechnya last night, in fact launching a large Cessna-style drone to strike a special forces building inside of Grozny, and this is one of several attacks happening on Chechnya right now by the Ukrainians, and we have that up-close footage to show you. We're also hearing of massive losses being taken by the North Korean soldiers on the Ukrainian front line as the North Koreans try to get involved in helping out Putin in his frontline effort. And finally, we do get some news out of Syria about U.S. forces retaking bases from the former Assad regime, and also apparently Ukraine is opening up relations with Syria as well. But with that, we are jumping into our first article today, which goes to Ocean Defender. And as we can see right here, a pair of Russian oil tankers, the Volganeft 212 and the Volganeft 239, are currently sinking or have sunk off the Kerch Strait in the Black Sea after being caught in a major storm, and both ships are said to be carrying low-grade fuel with a crew between 12 to 15 people, of which several are in the water, and with search and rescue operations being conducted by nearby vessels. So this is a really, really bad incident for many reasons. First of all, it's a huge environmental issue. That's a lot of fuel being dumped into the Black Sea, and also these guys are now stranded in the ocean, so this is a crap show all the way around. But let's take a look. This was a really, really bad storm in the Black Sea, causing these vessels to sink. But we do have the video, so let's take a look. So right here you can actually see the vessels cracking in half, and you hear a lot of frantic radio chatter in the background. That vessel is literally split in half. That is wild to see. But as you can also see, the swells in the Black Sea are extremely high. Like, this is a very big storm that's going on right now. But not to disregard the fact that these Russian vessels are very decrepit, and the fact that it was not able to make it through the storm does indicate these vessels were probably not being maintained properly. But although they probably shouldn't have been out here in a storm like this, but nonetheless, these vessels were crappy, and you see all the crew in the life vests inside of the actual vessel itself, and they are getting ready to dish. So it looks like a pretty severe incident, and once again, there's a major rescue operation underway right now to get those guys off the ship. But we also have one more video as well, so let's take a look at that one.
Quick question.
All right, so in this one right here, you can kind of see...
I don't know. I feel like you guys can hear me. I think my shit is unmuted, but what is a good level to, like, become a member? I have 2 bonds that I want to use, but I forget when I should become a member, actually. I thought it was like after level like 40 stats or whatever. But I'm gonna be a pure Ironman, so I feel like I don't know when I can get my magic short bow. I think my friend already put one in the bank. I gotta check it out. I'm almost positive there's some in there. What the fuck? Whatever. I'll just face tank this one. But yeah, I could have sworn it was like level 40 or 50. Like when I can get my short bow. But I kind of want to start doing dwarf cannons so that way I don't keep getting HP. And I can go train on ogres and shit. Their max is a 4, right? Or a 5. Why are you not... Oh shit, I'm out of ammo? That's no bueno. I came here with 420 like mithril arrows. Picked up most of them.
See a vessel out here in the distance. It's really hard to make out exactly what's going on, but it looks like probably the vessel that is cracked in 2, or at least one of them, is being filmed out here in the ocean. And this gives you an idea of how big the swells are out here and how bad the storm is. And once again, this is a bad situation to get caught in because it's hard to get rescued in conditions like these. And right now, these guys are stuck out here. So about 30 people or so are stranded out here in the Black Sea as rescue operations are underway as we speak. So there you go, and there you have it, and that is the footage from that incident. But we are now moving on to our next post here, which also goes to Nexta. And this post right here provides a little bit more detail about what this could mean for the Black Sea and the environment itself, because of course, petroleum products are very, very damaging to the environment, especially when they're released in such mass quantities like this. And we could be looking at one of the worst in history, actually. And right here, it says that an organization called Greenpeace, I'm sure many people are familiar with, said that the accident involving Russian tankers in the Black Sea could lead to one of the largest man-made disasters and each of the sunken Russian tankers are carrying up to 5,000 tons of oil products each. And if they do spill all these products into the Black Sea, that could be qualified as one of the largest man-made disasters in the region. And once again, this could cause severe damage to the nearby area and also pollute the water, worse than we've seen actually in history in the Black Sea. So it looks like this is a very bad incident on many fronts, and we are currently hearing that right now. But only time will tell exactly how much is spilled from the boats into the water, but it looks like it could be pretty much all of it, all 5,000 tons each from each vessel. So not good to hear. But anyways, moving on from that one and moving on to our next post here, we do hear that apparently 10 crew members were rescued from one of the ships, and apparently 13 are unaccounted for. So 13 are either in the water or stuck on the vessel still, and they are still trying to be rescued off of those vessels to get them to safety. So this thing is not over yet, and we just heard that a short while back. So it looks like there could be some really bad consequences on a life support end of things coming off these ships. But that is currently the situation, and that is all we know at the moment. But with that, we are moving on to our next post here, which goes to Null Reports. And this is our next story of the day. This is a hell of an interesting story, mainly because we got really up-close video evidence showing this Ukrainian drone strike on Grozny. And once again, this post right here shows us that another Ukrainian drone strike on the Amman base in Grozny was using a converted Aerocraft A-22 Foxbat, which is a Ukrainian-made aircraft, I believe, that's converted to be an autonomous drone. It looks like local sources are reporting 4 explosions so far, and the military base is reported to be often used for deployments to Ukraine. So that is why the Ukrainians are striking this base right here. The Special Forces base is used as a staging site to send in military troops, basically assist Russia in the Ukraine war. So that is why it's being hit, and we did see a video here of it. So let's take a look at this wild footage and see it up close. And literally, there it went. It just smashed right into the side of that building. That was insane footage to see right there. Let's back that up and see that one more time. Look at that. Literally a Cessna-style drone going right into the side of that building in Grozny, which is crazy to see. But let's play the rest of the video and see what the aftermath looks like of it, because that was an extremely large explosion. And that's crazy. That was able to fly in all the way from Ukraine to strike this in Grozny, with apparently no air defenses in Chechnya to shoot it down. So once again, the Chechens, just like the Russians, have very little air defense to protect their skies, and this is more proof of it. An entire Foxbat drone was able to get through and strike their staging area for their troops to go to the Ukraine war. So that is crazy. And look at the aftermath of this. There's smoke everywhere, and obviously the smoke's not going to clear so we can see it in the video, but you can see the damage is very, very likely extremely severe, and once again that drone did strike successfully. So we did see that, and meanwhile the guy in the background is absolutely freaking out. But moving on to our next video showing this drone strike, let's take a look. And also, it turns out my hunch is correct. The only air defense I hear in the background is small arms fire, so they really don't have anything. And you can hear it right there, a lot of small arms fire going off. Sounds like AKs. And there when the Foxbat is making its final approach, and it is slamming, and there it went. It slammed right into that building. That thing was carrying a lot of explosives. And once again, you can hear in the background, listen right now, tons of AK fire. Nothing of note for air defense except for AKs on the ground. So that is not effective air defense, as was proven right there. So that shows you that does not work. But anyways, moving on here to our next one. This one goes to H.I. Sutton. And this is just more confirmation of the drone style that was used by Ukraine to strike this Special Forces building in Grozny. And you see right here an up-close picture of it. That is a Ukrainian Foxbat drone, A-22, that went in and smacked it. It's been heavily modified to be a drone, and of course, it's a one-way ticket. It's not coming back once it hits, and it was launched from its main site. So there you go, and more proof of it. But moving on here to our next post, this one goes to Max24, and we have some more information about the North Korean troops on the Ukrainian front line that just entered a couple of days ago, and we have more video evidence and also some significant loss information about these North Koreans. And as we can see right here in the post, in the Kursk region where the North Koreans currently are, they are retreating in mass, at least according to the video evidence that we're receiving from the Ukrainians. They go in one big line in the open field, and they also leave in one big swarm off the battlefield as well. So it's just chaos. There's no strategy here. The North Koreans are pretty much sacrifices, as I've said for a long time, for the Russian military. It's a sad thing to really think about, because the North Koreans really didn't have a choice in this, because once again, Kim Jong-un doesn't give them a choice. They simply go when they're told, and it looks like they've been pretty much put up for the slaughter here. So not good at all. Really, I do feel kind of unfortunate and kind of sad about the situation a little bit, but at the same time, it's war, and you have to do what you have to do to protect your country. So the Ukrainians are doing that, but it looks like the North Koreans are running away, so let's take a look. And there they are. You can hear the Ukrainians in the background are in disbelief about this. And we'll have to mute them actually because they're being so rowdy and loud back there, because they're so shocked that the North Koreans are running off like this. But As you can see, they're running away like ants on the battlefield, running away in a mass swarm. There's no logic to it or anything. They're just literally running off the battlefield, and it looks like they're in a rout and a complete panic. So I'm not sure where these guys are going to go, but they're simply running away. I don't think there's any plan to it. They may catch up to each other later, or they might disperse somewhere out in the forest or somewhere out there in the battlefield situation. So not really sure, but it's not going good for the North Koreans, and they're not being of much assistance to the Russians based on this footage we're receiving. But moving on here to our next post, this one goes to War Translated. So in this post, we get some more detailed information regarding the North Korean troops in Pulkovo and the Kursk region, and we're hearing from Ukrainian journalists that apparently the North Koreans are attacking in large waves with superior forces, about 500 infantry or so, and suffering significant losses. So once again, it sounds like the North Koreans are trying to use strategies that they learned way back in the day that are not applicable to this battlefield situation, and they're trying to bring those out here to try to win the war on behalf of Russia, and they are now finding out that does not work whatsoever. These old antiquated strategies do not work here on the Ukrainian battlefield, and they're taking extremely heavy losses, and it doesn't matter how many troops throw at the situation. They will always end up the same way, and it looks like that is the way it's going to go from here forward with the North Koreans. So once again, it's just not going good for them, and the Ukrainians are easily taking them out, or they're not too much of a threat whatsoever, which is good news for Ukraine indeed. But nonetheless, we are moving on to our next post here, which goes to the Ukrainian Review. And we're going to start covering our Syria news just a little bit. But first of all, to sort of get us right into that Syrian news, we are getting some news from Zelensky that apparently he is offering the olive branch to the new Syrian government. He said, we can already help Syria with Ukrainian grain, flour, and oil, and Zelensky already instructed officials in his government to immediately discuss this with the new HTS leader. So it sounds like Zelensky is trying to open up peace talks with these new Syrian rebels to basically open trade agreements between Syria and Ukraine. So that will be interesting to watch and see how that goes, but once again, we'll have to see how that actually turns out in time. But moving on here to our next post, which goes to Visegrad 24, we've got some good news here about Russians abandoning some of their bases and U.S. forces moving right in. And we can see in the post, it says U.S. soldiers arrive in Kobane in northern Syria to take possession of the military bases abandoned by the Russian army a few days ago, and Russia's out and the U.S. is back in. So it's good to see here. It sounded like in Kamishli there was a bit of a standoff between U.S. forces and also Russian forces as the Russian forces sort of cordoned off the city, but it looks like around Kobane and other areas in Syria where the Russians did panic and leave the bases very quickly before negotiations were opened with the rebels, it looks like U.S. forces were ready to jump in and take control of those bases. So we have had some victories here without any bloodshed whatsoever. We've taken over some of these bases with abandoned Russian military equipment as well. So we can destroy it or simply take control of it and not allow the Russians to have it back. So let's take a look at the video and see the forces moving in. So as we can see right there, there are MRAPs and other U.S. military vehicles moving into this abandoned military base, and they're simply strolling through the city and taking it right over. It's just like a nice convoy here, and we're just taking it right back. The rightful owners are taking possession of it, and it's good to see because once again, that is more Russian equipment the Russians will not have, and they will not be able to return to these bases unless they want to start fighting with U.S. forces, which is something they definitely don't want to do, and they will not be back. So the Russians have been expelled from certain parts of Syria, and hopefully the negotiations between the new HTS leader and Putin, of course, will end up falling apart, and maybe Russia will be expelled from the rest of Syria, but that's kind of wishful thinking. It sounds like Russia might have shoehorned their way back in, but only time will tell. But there is that, the U.S. forces moving right back in. But moving on here to our last post, this one goes to BBC News. And we have heard here from U.S. officials, apparently the U.S. officials are in direct contact with the victorious Syrian rebels, so we are not ignoring them because they're simply on a watch list right now. We are still speaking to them and trying to open up some form of negotiations, kind of like what Ukraine's doing as well. So it looks like the U.S. is extending a hand of maybe friendship, perhaps. We're not really sure just yet, but they are in contact with the rebels for some reason and also conducting negotiations. So that is interesting to hear, but of course we have very little information about it, and only time will tell, as I like to say. But nonetheless, that is our last piece of news for the day. And I hope you found today's video informative, and if you have, press the like button on the video and also subscribe to the channel as well, because we'd love to know that you love these short war videos, and we'd love to see the kind comments down there as well about the videos also, and we appreciate it very much. And also, if you want to get the rest of the news I've not covered in this video, we do run a nightly war news stream at 10 p.m. Eastern, if you're not familiar with it already, and you can join us then to get the rest of the news throughout the day and more detailed analysis.
Alrighty, we're about to play some fucking Clash, baby. Let's go. I should probably fix the title. Let me actually copy and paste this because this was a fucking title and a half. Clash. Real quick. I'm not gonna lie. I hate talking to random people, bro. I really do, cause like I'm an asshole sometimes, and like I don't bite my tongue for nobody. Like, I'll be straight up. So that could cause conflict sometimes. Oh man. Alright. We'll connect. I should have went to Twitch, but then I gotta like. You. Oh shit! Let me turn my TV down so you guys don't hear that feedback. You guys do know that we get rerolls every game, right? Oh shit, I didn't realize my mic was muted. My bad. Ooh, Nami. Brom Jinx. Maybe. I mean, I could go Nami to do a little bit of heal. Why can't I hear anybody?
I forgot to change my push to talk.
Yeah. No problem. You're good.
We need something tanky like 100% health care.
We got the Jinx for that. That's why I'm thinking of Nami. Braum would have been great here, honestly. With the
I think I'll go for Ginger. Because Ginger is gonna be a better in the long run than
I can go whatever. So.
Maybe she can be stronger. The one shot on
I think Hana's really strong in the ground.
He is. He is just stupid. Same with Zyra. Let's fucking go. Let's get our first win as a team.
He doesn't worry about AP Malphite and the Momo combo, so keep spread at 6.
Well, it's not like Zyra or Yasuo are weak, actually. If Yasuo no help with the Yasuo.
Yeah, okay, we have to worry about the O10 power spike then for Yasuo.
Honestly, that's just a really scary team comp.
It is.
That's no fight for Yasuo.
We just can't bunch up. We have more front line. I'm assuming that is a plus.
Yeah, that's another problem, sir. Never do go so far.
Thank you, Philly. Very well played.
Oh, okay, my ADC is still alive. Never mind.
I don't know which change the fucking smoke. It's such an easy thing for it. Even better.
Oh, that's LB, not Jinx.
Surprisingly, I'm not running out of mana. There's only a spamming abilities.
Hey, let's go home. I'm my ass. I will show you my trick. Ring wall for it.
Very nice.
I have no abilities.
Thank you, LB. Love you much. You scared them. Ooh. I'm sorry, I couldn't really get into that one. That was a horrible ulti. No.
I think I'm inside the base. No.
I have a moo on my butt. I was super on there, honestly.
Can buy some.
Yeah, Valfine also just hit 6 too, so unfortunate.
Save some assists for me, boys.
Yeah, I think we just gotta stack things.
No, I don't have a heal for 2. Oh. That turned when they hit level 6. That's crazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, also time scale. Like full beast story and scaling the assassin.
I know our Jinx is pretty fed right now, honestly.
Oh wait, it's AP for me. I see it. Who has a little bit of AP?
But he's the weird like one story for the side.
I've never seen it anymore. Like, I've actually never seen it like that.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd one.
I don't know, you can be as fat as possible this game demands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't even get time to fucking throw my ulti. Like...
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking wall, bro. I thought it went down already. Very nice, very nice. Shit.
Nice.
Let's fucking go, eh?
Our Jinx also scale part. We shouldn't have spaced so close.
My bad, my bad, my bad. Holy shit. Fucking Nami ADC, bitches. Oh shit. My bad.
I need to dive.
Zereth is kinda annoying right now.
Okay, you will take the soul there. Actually, I'm quite scared. Okay, I'm swaying. Probably gonna be careful. Or even further.
Yeah, balance chance.
Yep, nice.
Hey Jinx, I'm sorry. I think I have a new ADC. It's called Swain. I love you though. It was fun playing with you. Oh, don't let me die. Nah, I'm just playing. Get off. No, I healed you.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, nobody was better too, so yeah, we just have to scale them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I'm just gonna run it. I don't mind me.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, it is kind of good to. I was gonna say it is kind of good to die here because then it gives us time to respawn back before they get the tower.
Nice.
Bro, can you leave me alone, Zareth? Holy shit.
I mean, I'll take a 1 for 5. I mean, you know.
Let's go.
Might just be over.
I want 50 assists though. We can do that.
Oh my god.
Nice. I have.
Yes, anything needs a battle.
The battle of the tanks.
We can turn other life upgrade things, you know, like fire, water, and 2 times battle.
Well, Mudo just solo ulted me, so, you know.
We should probably take these, yeah.
Yeah, we should. Okay, didn't die.
Get off of me.
Ah, yes, carry me, team. Carry me.
Get off of me. No, I'm so close to 50 assists, though.
Wait. Do we want to gamble? No, never.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, just don't end.
Okay.
We can lock out. We can lock out. Hey, the Yasuo together, not the Yasuo together.
Yeah, that is a quick penta right there for them both.
I'm going!
No! I know. Damn. So I think they changed that where you can't dive them no more. That sucks.
No, you know, dive under the confidence it was cool.
Well, not a bad first game.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I just have to wait for the other teams because we were the first to win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, time to go back to RuneScape. Oh my god, my last game yesterday we did a aram draft. Uh Holy shit, the rolls we got were fucking garbage. Like, for 4 games straight they were bad. Like no ADCs, no tanks, no engage, nothing.
That was basically my games yesterday.
I was like, at least we won our last game though, so I was happy. I was like, you know what, we win one at least, but damn, right? See?
I went 0-3 with my team, but they were very casual players. They didn't even play League that often either, so.
The only game my team lose when I get Jared.
Now, was it full lethality, Garen, like every Garen I see?
I wish they did this a lot more often. This brings the community together, honestly. Like
Honestly, like the last few classes I've played have been around. I kind of want to regularly
Yeah, I also like regular classes. More strategic.
It's okay, we can go into Summer's Rift after.
Bit. I'm down.
I really like, honestly, like having like cohesive team that like works together and stuff.
Sorry, I gotta turn you guys up.
Designed from the beginning, you know.
The only people I play with, like, don't really take the game that serious. Like, they don't play that much, so.
See, I play a lot, but I don't take it serious. I'm a Teemo main. No, actually, I'm really a support main, but like when I play with my friends, I play top. So. Hey, Teemo players have souls.
In what universe?
In mine.
It's a multiverse.
It is crazy how much that champion is hated, though.
Oh, Team is, I like Team. It's very funny to look how people was back on the mushrooms and hide from it. And, you know, always want to have a banner who welcome to Vietnam.
It's fucking PTSD for years.
You know, Teemo's the one reason I don't play AD carry anymore.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, is PTSD for years, yo.
I like to play Ziggs because when you play Ziggs, I feel like a terrorist. Bomber.
Yo,
I'm a real villain. I play ADZ, like I did like an ADZ jungle, winning on every champ in the jungle.
Ooh.
Like, people dread being in my games though. Like, I lock in like
a Nivea jungle. I mean, that's actually not that bad.
Honestly,
level
the
6.
Nivea jungle is not bad.
I was gonna say, yeah, level 6 will be fucking fire. I can see.
Like, you'd think like Caitlyn jungle would be really bad, but like I won first game of Diamond 2 or something like that.
I'm trying to maybe Yumi jungle will be the worst.
I gave up on
Jungle item is so broken that actually it doesn't matter.
Nautilus jungle. Yo, I was close. I was like silver 2 and I tried Nautilus AP top.
Well, you know who's gonna be surprised, but actually no, he was not designed for jungle.
I will never touch Not again. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm serious, but he was designed for jungle. Like,
That kind of does make sense. He's like the hook going to walls and stuff.
It's not even about the hook, it's about his speed. His speed where you have really low cooldown or out thing. It was like the Sejuani engaged jungle.
By the way, thank you for inviting me. Well, for letting me join.
Almost.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh, platinum players. Wow.
It doesn't matter. It's aram. It's RNG.
No, actually, it's better.
Oh, because what aram got.
Yeah, exactly. See? Oh, fucking hate this champion.
Oh, speaking of Yumi, there we go.
Ooh, Caitlyn. Ooh, give me this Nami. I take this. Yo, if someone goes Yumi, oh my god, Scion will be unkillable.
Yumi is an instant loss.
Is it? You think so? Because like, we got a Nami too. That's like double heal. I mean, no. I would say go rock with the Jinx again. Yeah, rock with the Jinx again, please.
Did they actually make Yumi busted in Aram?
I don't know. I just like tanks with heals. Like
Yumi isn't actually broken in aram. That's true.
And
so
then
am I going like super tank Scion, or do you want me to go something else?
I mean, I'm going Heartsteel, but that's about it for my.
I was. Damn, I don't even know. Cause nobody going to take the Yumi. I kind of like our team comp too, though. So this is nice. I kind of want to bring heal, but exhaust is nice too.
Oh wait, we have like no AP because I'm going AD.
You're going AD. I can go off. I can go AP a little. I am going Dark Harvest, so it would be a little smart to go AP Nami. The heals would be crazy.
Wait, yeah, like this. Our walls are terrible. We don't have any AP.
I know this is, bro. Trust me. This is what I'm saying. This was my luck yesterday.
Like, I think I saw, but then you told me something.
Oh, is my mic on for fucking Twitch stream? Alright.
Oh yeah, Kaiser was probably better than Caitlyn. Okay. That's fine though.
I mean, their team isn't really that scary, honestly. It's just the Lux.
He's basically useless.
I was gonna say the only one that's really scary to me is the Lux, probably. I kind of like this. It's pretty good.
Oh, this was bad.
Oh god.
Am I the best to do or what? Though, oh, he's so lucky he flashed that. No, he's not though.
We just annihilated them.
5 for 1 is insane.
Yeah. Filthy. Work is just inting, boys.
Yeah.
I gotta hit these real quick, if you guys don't mind.
I'll try one more time, Lex.
No, I couldn't do anything. Sorry. I think a locket would be good here, right?
Hey, he flashed.
It's a little late for that, but.
Wait, who actually buys Guardian Sword, by the way?
I guess that
Oh,
guy
let me
does.
get it.
Nice, nice.
Then I'm a Hearthstone noob after all, so I don't know.
No. Holy fucking damage. What the fuck was that? Oh shit, I didn't even realize that we had a Caitlyn too. My bad.
And playing around those bushes exactly like as I'm playing the machines.
Oh my god.
And with max steps like yes, easier. Nope.
I do have Ulti Scion, just saying. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit, this fucking annoying ass bitch. Thank you, cat. Holy. Easy.
Wait, I need a dot for Heartsteel. I'm bad.
Who said that, cat?
That's why I mainly rushed in. I'm like, I can get Hearthsteel right now.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm big dead. Yo, that Galio does damage. Who said he was useless, bro?
Yeah, that's not saying Galio.
That fucker is like hitting me like a fucking semi truck right now. Holy shit.
I didn't even realize my ult went off, but I got feared.
I have healing too.
Look at this apple.
Yeah. I need to stay by one of my ADCs, but I don't know which one. Close.
I'm just stacking so they can become unkillable murderer.
Okay, next one. Nice.
Let's go.
Alright.
Yo, this person is not allowed to play anyone else but Jinx. If there's a Jinx up there.
Right.
Yeah, like... Oh. Oh, this is big bad.
What?
I died for you. No, we needed to die anyway, I'm pretty sure. I think that's why we started losing that team fight, honestly.
Coming a while ago.
Ooh, that was oh my god, yo, this Lux is just focusing me, bro. Like,
Oh, wait for so long, what? Oh, I almost could Lux there too.
I do no damage.
Oh no, baby.
Nah, I think we needed to die there too again, honestly. Unfortunately. Infinity, damn, close.
They were support, we got to see him. Okay. We don't have insight here.
Bye bye.
That was my bad. I accidentally hit R. Oh shit! So bad.
Oh, good.
They're stealing.
No. Mm. Actually.
Shit, I get him. The trench is crazy.
Nice.
Oh, I'm the lens, okay. Fair enough.
Wasn't even worried.
I didn't have a heal.
The respawning button.
I got trolled by the inhibitor.
Okay.
GG.
That was easy, actually.
Yeah, Scion is just busted.
I definitely did a lot there.
However, I'm pretty sure it's the Jinx that really did the work. I don't know what it is, but I just have a funny feeling.
Oh wait, one team has a diamond.
Oh.
Diamond 1, he's like a few years off Masters.
Damn, imagine. He's like, this team is just fucking carbo.
Don't get the Jinx on that guy.
No one's gonna make money if they're gonna lose for team with goals and silvers.
And an unranked who hasn't played for like 7 months.
Oh, he has also had one for good. That's because the good battle was left.
I have a funny feeling the USA team with the diamond are going to lose, though. I don't know why.
Yeah, you know that's also what I was thinking about.
I don't think Diamond's actually that good. He's like healing losing or user in top lane. Probably gets carried. Alright, like look at his stream.
I think Big is gonna win.
Yeah, I just have a feeling that Big is going to have to.
For some reason, whenever you have higher ELO players, they get like super inflated because they're playing with lower, and then they just, I don't know, shit the bed.
And they just cheat and they don't think the low evil players can do something for them.
I don't know, we've been winning our games pretty fast, so. This might be a 3-0 angle.
That's funny.
The games have been really one-sided, but it's because you have Jinx.
Hey, and Nami, bitch.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Wait, we finished them both in 14 minutes? That is funny.
Well, we would have finished the first one earlier, but we kind of picked around in their fountain.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's not a master in aram, so, you know.
Just imagine ranked on aram. Aram Q.
Wait, who's...
Only bronze if we get Jinx again.
Wait, who's master?
So dude, he's diamond.
Oh. He's...
He's kind of trash though, he's not climbing. 50% win rate.
50% win rate?
The number is higher in boys, so really kind of like hard to find.
Kind of want my son.
Because people there don't do such stupid mistakes, and they punish you for every mistake. They better farm, better macro.
I don't know. I'm just here to have fun, so.
Ah, there we go. Agreeable.
But in aram, you cannot punish like for stupid mistakes because it's aram. That's the point. And in aram, your macro you can put it in your ass. It's not gonna help you either.
I mean, you can even ult accidentally down the lane and go 1v5 and still win the fight somehow.
No, I mean, aram it's about good pick, I would say more. It's about more about good team composition than about like, well, skill of course important, like personal skill. I mean, micro skill, but in general it's about team composition.
My god, they are having a war in that game.
I wish you could spectate. That'd be pretty cool.
Like 20 minutes. I remember somehow people spectated the games, but it's like from OPGG if I remember, or something like that.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe they added someone and then just watched their game from their friends.
It was like, if you can find the person in OPGG, you can check his current match, and probably you can spectate it, I'm not sure. Never tried.
That's some... Hey, I hit 54 assists that game. Let's fucking go. I just realized the one game I'd even try.
Or like this.
Oh, thank you.
Off on Jinx.
ranked and immediately gives us the link to go watch the game. Wow. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're just carrying us in every way. None of us knew how to go spectate it. Immediately, the Jinx player does.
It says 21. Well, I'm also watching Challenger players, the Tempest about Yasuo and Young because I'm playing these characters. And a few Challenger and Gears.
Yeah, I watch Platinum games, my own.
Well, I also was watching them.
I look at the recording.
Games by almost complete, but who knows too.
I watch challenges the best.
You can teach learn something from them at least. Sometimes it's really interesting to watch how they build it, like how they find items, because you can see the build, but sometimes you don't understand the order, like which item is more priority. Also, for example, for Yon and Yasuo, because it's a very skill-based champ, like you can outplay in different ways, and it's really interesting to watch how he's played. He played long trades, short trades, all AE, or or just scaling, like farming matchup. Sometimes the players this game so long that they're gonna die for all of this. Oh, actually, last time Bro played like AK Blitzcrank, and he went 20 kills. That lemon. Also, AD carry get like 5 kills. I'm sorry, but silent ammo. What is the mission? Dang, Blitzcrank did so much damage, that's crazy. He beats dealt the same damage as he carries. 50k. So we're playing versus USA, we're playing versus Diamond.
Yeah. I thought.
Damn, I had high hopes for big.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My
I
game
thought.
is.
Ooh, it's gonna be a game. Flash start error.
Yeah, he has, I think, 3 attempts to reconnect, and then if he doesn't, we forfeit, I think.
Was that on our side or someone else's? Oh, our
Yeah,
side.
it's our guy.
Yeah, I just noticed.
Oh my god, my game just crashed. I thought it.
You almost closed out the game. You almost closed out the game.
I know the pressure was there, man, but you can't just leave us like that.
I'm already no pussies.
Damn sure ain't no raise no bitch too. Alright, let's go. Graves, you. Kind of like Morgana.
Well, I was
Ooh, Veigar.
Karen. Okay, guys, it's over. It's over, guys.
Oh, damn, you took Darish.
I don't mind. You can have them. I don't mind.
Alright, no, it's just okay. I will go for Syndra. Syndra is strong.
Nah, fuck it. I'll go for the team
Syndra is
play.
scaled really well in Hero because here's a lot of healing.
I think Veigar is better than Morgana.
No, Veigar is nerfed because his passive is don't give 5 stacks for each kill, it's give only 3 AP.
So Morgana's more Morgana? Alright. Wait, they nerfed Veigar?
Yeah. Well, Aram didn't nerf him.
Well, yeah. Hey, thank you.
Oh, I know about their skin. Whatever. Thank you.
See, I knew I liked this ADC from the jump. But, yeah.
Oh god.
I cannot wait to run into set so he picks me up and tosses me into you guys.
It's a guy that's strong team, actually.
We don't have any tanks.
What's I gonna build? Bird? Build? Please get out here.
Humans are inherently flawed, and yet I trust them.
Wait, what happened?
More than the divine.
Let's check. Nope, no one is there. Not gonna happen, brother.
Alright.
My flaws are a badge of honor. I will not forsake the land that shaped me, nor the scattered dust.
I'm just gonna keep my distance. I'm just gonna heal.
Demacia learned all the wrong lessons.
Oh no.
Thank you.
These mortal cycles begin anew.
Well, trying my best.
That's not me.
Okay, I'm dead.
Oh no.
Oh.
Man, really good.
Demasiado.
Oh shit.
Oh no, my bad. I need something, man.
No, I mean, you better start off from not from the 100, you better start with because you got the one and let them cool down.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have 2 cycle balls.
Never comes from your enemies.
No. Oh no.
Damn. Oh, fireball.
I have endured worse.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I feel like once we get a few items, we'll be better off.
Oh, I got spotted by Lux.
Mortal cycles begin anew.
Man.
Oh my god.
I like it when Darius starts doing this. It's so satisfying, you know. But when you Darius in your team.
Cannot break a shattered soul.
He didn't die, you know. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This Singe is gonna be a huge problem.
Not always it. Yeah, it was all.
Back into the fray.
Justice!
Holy fuck.
Shit.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We got this, we got this.
Yeah, our server is still alive, so check that activity is still alive.
If I just keep scaling.
That's all we gotta do, just scale.
We all actually scale well. Like, there's one of our characters.
I'm thinking Infinity Edge we win.
Ginger scale, Seaver scale. Even more guy actually scale more that. Scale, good scale.
I ordered a minion. Oh, it's so tragic.
Die already! Asshole. So annoying.
I didn't even realize we had a Syndra.
To be honest, neither did I. I thought you just said we're gonna.
Some call me evil. Shall I prove them right? You thought my man was evil. My wings are foul, but my soul flies. Back off.
Auto Gallows one shot.
Sure.
I keep getting taunted at the last second before I use my Q, where I would have killed all 4 of them there.
The light will guide you. Even now. These mortal cycles begin anew.
No, we're not just hells, though. Ow.
I literally can't move with their team. Like, it's just root into taunt into flip, and it's death.
How was I have a good Euchre? And got it off. This is annoying as hell.
We are the sum of our mistakes.
I'll just build more tanky, and it should be fine.
I can't move.
Back into the fray. I have endured worse.
I die for the cause.
Better talk. We are shaped by our souls. heavy.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah, I expected this best when he was back in his level. It's magic.
Oh no.
Oh, huge. I think you better not like just staying close to the tower.
I should just kill the minions.
Yeah. And like bounce in any case will damage them. So. Yeah, it's good that we have Seaver actually. Seaver is really good, so you know, if Seaver is not dying, she just felt the game. Bounce.
Pain must be felt.
I like to random this just for Lucian.
I mean,
It's almost worth it.
Rabadon. What word? Shadow Flame. Yeah, Shadow Flame.
Every step I forge my own fate.
Ooh, that spin to this. Oh shit.
I ulted the wrong guy.
That happens.
Honestly, just freeze her.
Sure.
Wow. Really?
Oh no. It's not worth it.
No, I got snowballed with set, so I didn't want to bring him to you. At least I think Set snowballed me.
Lucian has no flash, by the way.
Back into the fray.
Oh shit.
I did like no damage.
Ah, I fucked that combo up.
Yeah, that's super annoying. No. Just double you. You double it.
This world is all I have.
And I will try to put double here. Put double here, I will not be able to start later.
Oh no, wait, it's fine.
All part of the plan.
Now I have
Justice can never be stopped.
Okay.
Oh, Lux Flash too.
There's stats. Yes. Nice.
Let's go.
It's good.
Yeah. Push, push.
We don't have enough minions.
Yeah, whatever. At least 1 hour to start. Just let,
I mean, you could die for it. It'd be kind of worth.
Where are we getting?
Yes!
I changed.
He said I changed my mind. Damn.
I'm dying for the cause.
Well, you're dying not like for nothing.
Silver, maybe a QSS? I don't know.
For Seaver?
ET might be good.
Actually, for Seaver is the best item, like it's...
QSS will work.
No worry. It's really, yeah, exactly. It will really reduce.
I think BT is good.
BT is good, but Seaver have problem. She have huge cooldown.
What about you don't have Phantom Dancer?
So so no worries gonna do it. She can just find this her tablet.
Why is it telling me to go Warmox to Garen? That's completely useless.
Because it's time.
I would, I guess, but like I already have a Warmog passive.
Well, I mean, like you gonna kill like crazy real quick.
I'm sitting on 3k gold right now. Oh my god, Lucian has 1 billion ads.
She's been full build for a while, so...
Don't come close to me. Yeah.
Oh no.
Ellie, I'm busy.
Yeah, that might be game.
I think it is. We have no response.
Wow. We hinted no. That was so winnable.
Damn. We just kept letting them just get closer and closer.
That was the game.
Yeah, that was the game.
GG's.